All right, guys, let's continue with the same topic. In the first part of this video, we have seen the concept of users and groups, and we will see more on permissions. Okay, so let me remind you again, root has the all power, and normally we operate the permissions on RWX, that is read, write, and execute. For one directory, one sample directory I was showing, for that we had this, and for one file we had this. We were playing around this. Okay, so remember one thing, we set the permissions for general users. Okay, so suppose you are setting permission something for root, that root cannot read, that never happens. Root can do anything. Root can delete, root can read, root can execute. Okay, root can create. So root user has all the power. Remember this thing, whatever permissions we are setting on file or on directory or folder, that is for general users. Okay, let's go to terminal. So this was my workspace I had created. I am having, and let me do ll. So these are the things. This is a 10 space. Let me show you here. See here, 1 2 3 sorry 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 10 spaces are there. Last for others. This middle section is for groups, and this is for owner. Okay, let me write. This is for owner, then it's for group, then for others. Okay, so that you can remember. First, you might face some issue there for this thing, but as you practice, as you go along with me, you will be compatible with this concept. Okay, so this is one thing for owner. Last time we have seen how to do changes for others. Okay, this section we were playing around. Now let me change something for group. How I can change? The same command, same thing. chmod. For group we have g. Suppose I am doing, suppose this is the directory 1. Okay, so let me do something with file. For file, you can see last 3 is this r dash dash. Before that we have r dash dash. Okay, so these 3 are for groups. So I want to remove the read permission from file 2. How I can do? G minus r file 2. Very simple. Now if I do ll, you can see here for file 2 I removed all the permissions. Okay, if I want to remove the same for this also, I can do same thing. chmod, instead of g I can use o minus r. Now if I do ll, see here all permissions removed for groups and other users. So if you feel any of your file very secret, that only you or you are the root user, you can only access, so you can remove all the file permissions on it. Others cannot read, others cannot write, or others cannot execute it. Okay, so one thing, this is one thing. You can also add something for this rw, for this is for user, that is owner who has created. So the shortcuts here I am using, that is chmod, o or g. These are the 3 commands or 3 fields you can use. Let me write here. chmod. First thing is I was starting from o. O means others. Okay, next thing you can use chmod g. G for groups, and for owner we use u. U means user. Don't confuse with owner means start with o. This o for others. Let me write also here. This is for others. This is for groups. Oh, and this is for user, or you can say owner. Let me write here user, that will be better for you, or else you might get confused. Okay, so if you want to do something in this, you have to use u, and if you want to do something in this middle section, you can use g, and if you want to do in the last part, that is for others, you can use o. After o you can use plus, or you can use minus. Okay, that you think. Or you can do, suppose I can write something like, suppose let me go to the terminal. Here you can see file 2 has nothing. For others, other users cannot read, other users cannot write, other users cannot access or execute, so that they don't have any permission. If I want to give 3 permissions at a time. So how I can give? I can do chmod o plus. Instead of doing one by one, o plus r, o plus w, o plus x, I can do rwx, o plus rwx, then file name, file2. Now if you do ll, see here, file2 has rwx, and you can see the file color also changed. This is basically, you might see whenever one files get executed, not executed, it's executable, one file has been permitted for executable, then the file color mostly becomes green. Okay, so similarly I can remove also at a single time, or instead of removing I can also use o equals to I think this, yes, it means I want my others to be w and x. My others can read, sorry, my others can write or execute, they cannot read. This is my desired state, this is my current state rwx, so they will change accordingly. Now if you do ll, you can see read permission removed, only write and execute. Okay, this is one thing. So what are the mathematical operations you can do? That depends on you. What you can do? One thing, you can do plus, or you can do minus, or you can do equals to. Okay, these things you can do with these three things. Let me remove this, is a very silly thing. Okay, another way of doing the same thing. Okay, here we have done this. I feel this is very easy, that's why I told you this concept first. Then the second concept comes, not second concept, it is the second way of using the same concept. We will change the permission using numbers. Sometimes you might have seen somewhere like chmod, my file is file1, and I am giving some numbers 000. Now if you do ll, see here, file2 has no permissions, I have removed all permissions. If I again do chmod, instead of 000, I'm giving 777. Now if I do ll, see here, everyone can read, everyone can write, everyone can execute. The user, the groups, as well as the others. Okay, so let us understand how this number comes up, or how you can do, or how you can build your numbers according to your requirement. Okay, so there is one read, another one is write, another one is execute. So remember, for read we use the number 4. For write we have the power, or we have the number that is half of 4, that is 2. And for execute we have the number that is half of write, or half of 2, you can say 1. Okay, so remember this thing, read has the number 4, write has the number half of read, that is 2, and x means half of write. So if you total this number, how much? 4 plus 2 plus 1, how much? If you want to give one file, you can read, you can write, also you can execute, which means you can also have the number 4, you have the number 2, you have the number 1. How much number we got? 4 plus 2, 6 plus 1, that's 7. Now you got it. So now tell me, if I want one file can read, cannot write, but can execute, how much number he will get, or the file will get? It will get 4 plus, he cannot write, it means 0, plus execute, it means 5, isn't it? So suppose I want to give a permission to a file that nobody can do nothing except the root user. Root user can do anything, but other users or system users cannot do anything. That is hyphen hyphen hyphen, no read, no write, no execute. It means 0 plus 0 plus 0, it means 0, isn't it? Similarly, if I can do read but not, I cannot write, I cannot execute, it means read means 4 plus 0. Okay, so I can copy. So that is 4. Now tell me for this file, let me copy again and paste it here. Now let us try to create this same syntax using numbers. So remove this thing, we don't require. We have to focus this, this and this. So the first command will be chmod change mode, which file? File1. What are the numbers? So for the first, that is for the user or for the owner, I want the owner can read. Read means 4 Then I want the owner can write. So I will add 2, 4 plus 2. And the owner cannot execute. It means 0. 4 plus 2 plus 0. How much? 6. I can write here 6. Then I want others can only read. They cannot write or they cannot execute. So for that I can use 4, isn't it? Let me give a space. 4. 4 plus 0 plus 0. So only read. So we can use 6 4. And then again others can only read. Again 4. They cannot write. They cannot execute. Simple. Your command is created. Chmod 644 file 1. Let me execute this and we will see practical if we have done correct or wrong. 644. Remember the number. Okay. So suppose this is the file. Okay. This much permissions have been given, but I want 644. Now let me do chmod. The file name is file1 and the number is 644. Press enter. Now if I do, let me clear the screen. Now if I do ll, here you can see others cannot write or execute, and the groups cannot write or execute, and the owner can only read and write. Okay. So similarly, tell me if you want your file is readable, writable as well as executable for everyone. It means rwx, rwx, rwx. It means the command will be chmod 4 plus 2 plus 1. This is for owner. Same thing I can do for others. Sorry, this is for group, and same thing for here I can type file name. Okay. So this is how much? 4 plus 2 plus 1, that is 7. This is how much? 4 plus 2 plus 1, 7. And this is 7. So I can put them together. Okay. So your command created chmod 777, then file name. Let me give here. Suppose I want to work on file 3. File 3 of this much permission. I want chmod. The file name is file 3. Then 777. Now if I do ll, what you can see? Everyone can read, everyone can write as well as execute. Isn't it very much easy? The only thing you need is practice. Today give at least 15 minutes for this. Practice yourself in your machine. And again do the same thing for next 3 to 4 days for 10 minutes or maybe 5 minutes. This much is enough. Within 2 to 3 days you will be expert. Okay. So first thing, remember this permission concept, where we use, why we use. Okay, let me make it smaller. Permissions is the topic name. These are the things we can use here, and do this much things by yourself and play around these files. How to do by this way, like o minus, o plus, o equals, or g or u. Create multiple users and play along with them. Okay. I've not shown some practical regarding changing the user. Okay, so let me do one thing. For the 3 files, file 1, file 2, file 3, I want to change the permission that nobody can do nothing. What it means, except the root user, nobody can do nothing. So I can do, let me try, even I have not tried, chmod 000. 000 means there is no 4, no 2, no 1. There is no r, no w, no x. Here, instead of giving file name, let me put star. Star means everything. Let me change the permission for everything. Yes, it works. If I now do ll, you can see here. This D is only for directory. These are directory. That's why you can see here D. Except this, nobody can do anything. Now currently I am using root user. Now let me try cat file1. Yes, I can see here I have set permission that nobody can read, but how I can read? Because currently I am a root user. And remember this thing, this is one very important key point. These permissions are only for other users or system users, or suppose any program want to read your file, for them, not for the root user. Okay. So let me switch user to Jack. Now I am inside Jack. Let me do ls. I can see this much things. Now if I want to do cd directory 1, permission denied, I cannot go. But if I do cat file 1, I cannot do, permission denied. Everything is denied. I cannot do anything. I want to append, I cannot do. Okay. So if I do exit, and now I want to set permissions so that everyone can do anything. Chmod 777, then put a star here. Where is the star? Yes. Permission changed of everything. Now if you do LL, you can see here RWX, RWX, RWX. Okay. Okay, let me do one thing. Instead of star, if I'm using dot here, it worked. But if I do LL, you can see no changes here. So what this command means? Chmod, you know, 777, how this number comes up and why I'm using this number. This also you know, but why I used dot here? Let me do one thing. I'm going back. Okay, cd dot dot from my workspace folder. I'm going back. Here I have some folders, isn't it? If I do ls, okay. Now let me go to Jack user first. Okay, so I'm inside Jack user. If I want to go to the workspace, how I can go? If I have Jack workspace folder or not. See here, cannot open the directory. Why this happened? Previously I can open workspace, but now I cannot. Why this happened? Let me again show you. I'm doing exit. It means currently I'm inside root. Let me clear the screen. I'm inside root and I am going to my workspace and again doing su Jack. See here, I am inside workspace folder. Who am I? I am Jack. Okay, now if I do ls, these things are there. Now if I do cat file1 comes up, isn't it? Because you can see green color, everything is accessible. I'm doing control C, again I'm doing exit. Now if you do ll, you can see here everyone can read, write, execute. But what happened with that command? Which command? This one, dot. Instead of star, I used the dot, and you saw one thing that I cannot, if I am outside that workspace folder, I cannot go inside that. Why this happened? Because this dot means present directory. Okay, so till now you know. Let me clear. This is one thing. This is one tip or trick you can say. If you use cd dot dot, it means you are going back one step. Like if you press tree, here it is a tree structure. You can see this dot. Dot means in the current folder. So that command, this one, chmod 777 dot, it means I am changing the permission of current folder. Okay, so here you can see dot is the folder, I mean this folder. Inside it we have directory 1. Directory 1 contains 3 files A, B, C, and another one folder we have in present directory, that is directory 2, and 3 files, file 1, file 2, file 3. Now let me change this to 000. It means, let me get back cd dot dot. If I do ll, you can see this is my workspace. My workspace folder cannot be accessed by the user or the groups or others. How I can check? If I do switch, okay, let me go inside workspace first, because I'm the root, I can do anything, I can go. Now if I go to Jack, if I do ls, see here, last time I can see in ls, but this time permission denied. This time permission denied. ls dot is not happening. Yes, I have not given the permission. So technically you understood the concept of permissions. You can apply the concept of permissions or set the limitations or boundaries of users who can use which file or how much power. Either he can read or write or execute, or what he can do. So I hope you understood this concept. This was one very much important topic. By this, you can also set some security constraints. Suppose you have one user only for playing games. You don't want any important files he or she can open and get your important data. So there you can use for that user. Only this file is executable, the game file. Any other file he cannot access. Okay, this thing you can do. So this was all about users, and in the first video we had discussed about users and groups also. So this was all about permissions. I hope you enjoyed this, because for the very first time when I learned this concept, I was interested. I was very much feeling great. I cannot remember everything or could not understand everything at a single time. I had practiced and learned from various websites also, seen how to create the numbers also. Okay, you have to practice yourself, so you will be comfortable enough, you can use. Okay, so that's all for this video. Thank you so much. If you have seen the video continuously till now, believe me, you have great patience. Now just close this and go to your notepad. If you have your system, go to your system, access the virtual machine, and try this thing right now. Okay, so this is really a fantastic topic. I love this so much. So that's all, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.